Working with this project in Manchester, one of the reasons I would go to England, and I'm probably going to go whether we take the project on or not, but part of that is about funding in England, which is something that I'm very familiar with. I did a 7-year project through the British Arts Council, and we're, you know, the issue to me is that you guys still don't have it right, you know, in terms of government, I mean, in terms of corporate, individual, sort of that whole attitude of giving that we have here. So, so I was going to be doing some of that in Manchester and helping them with that in Manchester, because it's kind of unbelievable to me that this still doesn't happen. And there's all these things going on, and I said, well, haven't you talked to the bank about this, or talked to this corporation about this? So, so what's happened with Project Grow Houses, and I know Rick talked about this, because of all this visiting, like the people from Penn State that were just here, one was an urban planner and a landscape architect, and now she wants to come back and live here for 6 months and help us with planning. She's going to take a sabbatical from the university. But because of all of that, it's an incredibly exciting time to be. I think when we're now being approached by places like Opelika or Miami. Rick just did a project in Mobile, Alabama. We're working on a project in Eatonville, Florida, Manchester, England. Rick won't talk about all the things he's doing, but he's starting to involve us, the staff, in all these projects. He did a project in Korea for a year. It was a major project. The community was being dislocated, and he would go to Korea for a whole week each month for a year. So now we're creating a team of people to go out and do work, and maybe he talked to you about that, but a team of us would go into a community and work with the community on setting this up, something like this up, and that's what's going on with Manchester, or Greerfield, which is outside of Manchester. But the story is it's not cookie cutter. It doesn't work everywhere, but parts of it work. Houston is a developer city. In some ways, the architect's dream city because they can build whatever they want. There's no zoning. In some ways, it's a nightmare too. But the money for our new building projects comes from tax increment investment zones. That's when, like for instance, the Midtown area here became just grew like crazy, and the tax revenues increased enormously. The property values shot up. So a percentage of that has to go back into maintaining and doing things in the neighborhood. So what's happened here is that close to us, the one waited too long. The property became too valuable, and they couldn't afford to do anything in their own neighborhood. So the law was changed to allow bordering communities. So we border a community that funds they give us large amounts of money to build when we're building. So the money comes from foundations, and then from this, it's called a tiers redevelopment zone.
Okay, so you have fundraising, and then you have people who manage those properties.
Yeah, and you'll be with those people I think tomorrow. But yeah, we have people who manage. When we're in a construction year, we've been in 3 or 4 different construction years. So when we're in a construction year, the budgets for that side of our organization go way up. It'll go up by $4 million. There'll be somebody that manages the project. So there'll be a hired project manager to manage the construction. Right now, the Bank of America for money to help us fund that person that will come in and work and manage those actually 30 units that are going to be over there.